Hey, what's going on, everybody? MysterySchooler here. I tried to stay silent on the topic. First the Georgia Guidestones. I was like, okay, people do random things, whatever. Could be more to the story. I don't know. And then I heard yesterday, gosh, I had to hear from all kinds of different sources because I'm getting mixed media. But apparently there was a fire or some kind of explosion at the Vatican yesterday, and some sources are saying it came from underground, and some people are pointing out that's interesting because there's lots of tunnels underneath these megalithic structures that all these inheritors of society like to occupy, like the Roman Catholics in the Vatican, for example. And they use those tunnels down there for human trafficking. So I think that maybe there's more to what's going on than we've been told. All right, we got Jess Palmer in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome, man. Two flat thumbs to you, my friend. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Now, it could be a coincidence, but that message on the Georgia Guidestones sure wasn't a very nice one, was it? Unless the population count is BS, which is what I think, and that there already might be less than 500 million people. I know that's considered extremist view, but if you research the census and all that, it's actually pretty sketchy data and very unreliable. So it's really up to speculation. There's 6 billion people on Earth, like they say. I don't know about that, but anywho, yeah, under 50 million is what it said on the tablets and on the Georgia Guidestones, and they were destroyed a week ago or so, 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah, people are saying it was a random act of vandalism, but I don't know. Maybe Zeus did this. What do you guys think? I had someone bring a comment in a live chat I was in the other day, and they said, "What's underneath those Georgia Guidestones?" I was like, that's a good question. Like, what's going on down there? Because don't forget, the Agarthi are supposed to live right below our feet, guys. Just the Kingdom Shabala, Agartha, all that's just below us and inside the Earth, and those guys are really advanced in there. Hey, Caucasian Sasquatch, what's up, buddy? Great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Jess Palmer says apparently they dug up a capsule next to it and they didn't find anything. Caucasian Sasquatch says supposedly a time capsule. Yeah, maybe like 5 or 6 feet in the ground or whatever, but I'm talking about like subterranean, like inner Earth type things. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Agartha, but yeah, sometimes I wonder, there's some workings going on down there because a lot of the cataclysms are brought on by volcanoes and stuff. And oh yeah, I always appreciate, I always enjoy your stream, Squatch. I'd be around more often if I wasn't so busy, man. Yeah, you guys rock, man. Yeah, anybody got any more information on the Vatican fire or explosion though? It happened yesterday, apparently. I'm having trouble finding credible sources. There's some mainstream news stuff, but like I said, I'm having trouble finding credible sources because I'm also getting articles saying it didn't happen or it happened miles away from the Vatican. But I'm thinking like, well, so what if the fire on the surface happened miles from the Vatican? Like, Vatican City is huge. Like, oh, okay. Caucasian Sasquatch says I'm working on an at the Earth's core video. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, if you could throw in some evidence of a self-perpetuating iron molten core, that'd be great. I'd like to see that too. Uh, Jess Palmer fire. All right. Yep. Yeah. So it's plasma lightning. And Zeus throws lightning, right? Is this when the separation of the Earth above the firmament gets opened and the plasma, the waters above mix with the waters below, the air above mixes with the air below, and does something happen to our anatomy all of a sudden? Is that why they want us to muzzle our breathing? What do you guys think? Yeah, Jess Palmer says, I seen a video that a Bill Gates building was up in flames. Yeah, I have a little more information on that. Apparently, a Bill Gates building also went up. I don't know when it happened, but a Bill Gates building also went up in flame, and I think it was one of those like plant nasty fake plant meat factories or whatever. Yeah, that thing went up in huge flames. People were pointing out that I think it happened in the Netherlands or something like that. And they were like, all the farmers are protesting out there right now, and they're all against that stuff. And the fire department out there is backing the farmers, so they're like, "Oh, I wonder how quick that fire's going to get put out, right?" Well, Caucasian Sasquatch, that's interesting because, the mainstream, they do tell us there's a heat source down there. And I'd be willing to agree with you on that much, that there is a heat source below us. I'd be willing to agree with that. But I would say it's more like an inner sun. See, I wholeheartedly believe that the Agarthi were real, the Agarthians. And they used to live on the surface with us, but after the last cataclysm, they had to go under. And, I'm not pulling that out on my butt. If you want to research that rabbit hole, Agartha. There's a guy called Mr. Mythos. He does a really good video on it. There's a lot of documentation on it. Very, very interesting. It's actually called The Mystery of Mysteries. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to jump right into it. You guys want to hear some music real quick? I got some images too. Just a couple screenshots from YouTube. You guys hear that okay? Caucasian Sasquatch actually lives in the area. So, Caucasian Sasquatch, were you able to see Zeus do this firsthand, or this is what happened, right? This is actually what happened. This is a real photo taken what actually happened right there. Yep. It's interesting though. Also some legislation was passed, and I know Zeus doesn't like that kind of stuff with infant killing and all that stuff. Yeah, so whether that's a coincidence, I don't know. But they also don't like that, so maybe they're back. Maybe they're back. A stealth tank? What do you mean? Like it just got camo on it or something? Camouflage tank just came up and boom, shot one quick round at it and took off. Cocksquatch, you gotta get out there, bro. You gotta go track the tread marks. Go track it for us, man. You gotta get out there with a camera. I know it's sealed off. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's sealed off like crazy by now. I looked on Google. It says the Georgia Guidestones, and it says in quotations, permanently closed. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be a tourist attraction anymore. That's cool you live so close to it, man. I'd be interested to explore the neighboring area. I'm not sure what the environment's like around there, but... Oh, yeah, Just Palmer says, I still believe it was the Doom machine. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, more... I'm not saying Zeus did it for real, but yeah, it's pretty cool that this evil monument got taken down, Yeah, the Doom machine, that's interesting. How does the Doom machine work exactly, Des Palmer? Do you know much about it? I know it's some kind of explosive things, right? Explosives thing. Oh yeah, Caucasian Sasquatch says cults if you can believe it. Yeah. Heck yeah, I can believe in cults, man. Yeah. How long can you even research history without coming across secret societies, right? I always tell people that say like, oh, you know, secret societies within the government, that's conspiracy theories, it's all nonsense, things like that. I'm like, man, you don't know much about history, do you? It's pretty well documented, bro. The Freemasons are real. Skull and Bones are real. So, yeah, what took this thing out though? I don't know. Directed energy weapons. Yeah, maybe. Caucasian Sasquatch says, look up Nuwabians. Okay, cool. Jess Palmer says the Doom machine is a high frequency machine, almost like a laser, I believe. Oh, okay. Yeah. Caucasian Sasquatch says there's like 6 cults in that area. Yeah, and you know, I was talking with my wife about that place, Centralia. Centralia, you know, where Silent Hill was based off of. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that town. But there's lots of descriptions of cults, like dark cults, like kidnapping people, killing them, torturing them, and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting because, you know, Silent Hill came out after that, the video game. I think the guy based the video game off those police reports or whatever from the recently abandoned at the time Centralia, the real Silent Hill. Yeah, that's a trip, man. Those guys are out there, bro. Yeah, the Centralia fire still burns. Bro, what is down there, right? Do you believe the mainstream narrative of Caucasian Sasquatch that there's just a mind that just is infinitely on fire or whatever? I don't buy it, dude. I think that those subterranean realms could be very hot, exposure from the inner sun or something, you know? There's something going on down there. That opens up a whole other rabbit hole. I don't know if you guys ever heard that coal, because they tell us it happens through a long process of time, but I've also heard that coal could be created from wood by lighting it on fire underground and letting it sit in the smoke. And that's actually how they produce coal. And then they mine that. Yeah, coal burns. Yep. I just feel like if I had an underground barbecue, you know what I mean? It wouldn't burn for like 100 years. You know what I mean? It would have to have like, you know, more source. It wouldn't just eternally burn. Like that's just, I don't, you know, scientifically speaking, I'm not buying it. But yeah, the official story is that they lit a landfill on fire above a coal mine. Like who the fuck would even do that, right? Like how stupid. And they're like, oh, it was illegal. It's like, yeah, no shit, it's illegal. Now, this is supposed to be Vatican City yesterday, guys. Wow, check out that plume of smoke, huh? What's going on over there? Anybody know any more information on this? You would think this would be all over us, right? I mean, that Johnny Depp trial, everybody and their mother knows about the poop pillow, right? Everybody knows that lady wiped her butt on her pillow, Johnny Depp's pillow or whatever. But then, you know, the Vatican's exploding or whatever, and we don't even hear about it. Like, it's like all mixed sources and stuff. What's going on, dude? Hence the title. What is going on? What do you guys think is going on? We can only speculate. Hey, that's the fun part, right? Coal burns. Yep. Fire hot. It's true. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Jess Palmer? Everybody knows about that story, right? But then look at this. What is this? This looks like 9/11 or something. What's going on over there? That's an enormous plume of smoke. Anybody have any more information on this? It's killing me, man. You guys think the Ascended Masters are coming back? You guys know about that rabbit hole? You know, the Fomerians come from underground. Maybe the Fomerians are coming back. Church of Iessa. I'm just full of rabbit holes, guys. Caucasian Sasquatch says the failure of Agenda 21 and implementation of Agenda 30. Oh, okay. Very specific. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Wow. You got it down. You got it down to specific titles. That's awesome, man. Yeah. You know, Jess Palmer, there was this guy, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the Count of Saint Germain. Really interesting story. This dude in the 1700s goes by the name of Count Saint Germain. He claimed to be an ascended master from who graduated from the pyramids, the old mystery schools, and he has a very similar message, just like Thoth does, that he won't be back for many, many generations, but when he does, that the corruption and everything's going to be exposed. And Atlantis is prophesied to return. Atlantis, I realized from my studies, I don't think was a civilization so much as like a church or an idea, like the true spiritual, the true church, I guess. I don't know what to say, Yeah, the Count Saint Germain. Check that out, rabbit hole out. There's this guy named James Rink. He has a video. God, his channel Supreme 3000 or something like that. I can't really change it to something crazy. His name's James Rink. He did a video called Nisara, the Golden Age of Humanity. And it's all about Saint Germain. Interesting stuff, man. That guy did a lot of research in that one. Caucasian Sasquatch says, well, I had a crazy science teacher, but if he's crazy, then why is my Alex Jones was right jar paying for my vacation? Yeah, I mean, sodium fluoride's poisonous. Alex Jones said that. He was right about that. Toothpaste, all that stuff's super toxic. It's supposed to be used in moderation. Yeah, there's a lot of true stuff Alex Jones said, but I wonder why they pulled him, man. But he's back, isn't he? He's back on YouTube, I think. Yeah, and Thoth, I don't know if you've ever heard Thoth's prophecy, Jess Palmer. It's a pretty accurate description. Graham Hancock does a reading of it, Thoth's prophecy of Thoth. Pretty much describes nowadays to a T. And then, then the glorious return of the new golden age. I think it's upon us, guys. I really do. I think this corrupt, power struggle that they've had with these governments, tyrannical governments running us and stuff, I think it's going to come to an end soon. I really do. I don't know what, but I don't know if it's coming from above or from below, but above us we got the kingdom of heaven and all that stuff, and God and all that. And then below us we got the Agarthians, and they have deities down there too. They're supposed to be super powerful. There are parts in Tibet where it's written that people get forced into involuntary prayer when they walk around in fields, and they just contemplate their fate uncontrollably for hours, days, sometimes even to death. And people observing this from outside the country would go, what the hell's going on, And the locals would say, oh, it's always been like this. When the gods below us pray, that the people on the surface get forced into it too. Yeah, that's like, what the hell? Yeah, definitely check out Mr. Mythos video on the Agarthians, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Very interesting stuff. So, yeah, maybe there's something going on below with the Agarthians and the Ascended Masters. Well, another thing I've heard about the Agarthians is that they've evolved separately from us for so long now, and that evolution is more of a rapid thing, not like a billion years thing like they tell us, that their tongues have evolved to the sophistication of their mind, and they can speak two languages simultaneously, and their tongue is actually split down the middle. And that these guys are very much like the Naga. If you guys don't know about the Naga, these humanoid serpents from below. They're very wise, usually associated like dragons with being advisors to kings and builders of civilization. All right, we got Shari Ives in the house. Welcome. Good to see you. What do you make of this, Shari Ives? What's the deal, huh? This is supposed to be the Vatican. I just heard about this yesterday. There's another one. I didn't get many images, guys, because this just happened yesterday. And like I was saying, I was having trouble finding credible sources. All right, Caucasian Sasquatch got a nutty one for us. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I'll update you, Shari. Well, the Georgia Guidestones went down not that long ago, and I was like, okay, whatever, right? It could just things happen, right? I don't know. Vandalism, whatever, I don't know. And then now this stuff yesterday with the Vatican is supposed to be a major explosion underground, something like that, or big fire. And I think it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And I was just speculating, that's all we can do, right? I'm sure as hell not gonna go to the mainstream media. That's just wrong. You're not gonna get any truth there. So yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find any much on this. There's mixed sources that it happened miles away, the fire from the Vatican, but I was thinking like, well, so what if it happened miles away? The Vatican City is massive. Like, maybe it's true. Maybe it's coming from there. I don't know. I also saw someone saying that there's a live stream of the Vatican that you can look up on YouTube, and I checked it out, and yeah, it seems fine, the Vatican. So I don't know. That's why I was asking you guys. Anybody else hear about this? It's all over the internet yesterday. Some people are claiming it's fake news. Some people are claiming it's not. Then we have images like this. I'm like, what the hell, you know? But I was just speculating, hey, if the Georgia Guidestones, that evil message went down recently, and now, you know, the Roman Catholics, the child trafficking stuff underneath, the human trafficking underneath the, you know, underneath the Vatican and stuff, maybe that's getting taken care of now. You know, some recent legislation as well. Like, I know there's some big changes going on. You guys think maybe there's more to it? I don't know. Caucasian Sasquatch says, hypothesis: modern Christianity is a bad interpretation of a post-Ragnarok apocalypse. Oh, post-Ragnarok. Okay, I gotcha. Like Ragnarok was the cataclysm before the last one. Yeah, I get that vibe too, man. And if you read into Ragnarok too, it says that the humans survived. There's a few humans inside of Yggdrasil that survived the battle, and those are our ancestors. One of them was named Leaf, I believe. Leafskin. But yeah, we were hiding under the tree or whatever. That's the only way we survived. And it's supposed to be the North Pole Axis Mundi. But it goes on to say that a new generation of Agarthians existed after Odin and all of them, and they took over. But it's interesting because we don't have much information on them. You know what I mean? Wow, trippy stuff though, man. And I think you got a point, Cock. There's Caucasian Sasquatch. There's definitely some old school Greek mythology and Norse mythology things in Christianity big time. And I honestly do think they're describing the same thing. I think everybody lived in one place at one point, Atlantis, whatever you want to call it. I think we all came from the same place, and then we were rapidly dispersed, Eden, whatever you want to call it. And then the cultures, all the different tongues explaining the same story in different language, through different interpretation, through different perspective, right? That's why we have so many recurring themes. How can we have so many recurring themes? Oh, Shari Ive says we need to find a local and ask. Yeah, really. What is that meme? You are a grandchild of the witches they could not burn. Yeah, that's great. Caucasian Sasquatch says exactly. The serpent is. Oh yeah, Yomengander. And Lucifer is Loki. And oh, okay, Lucifer and Loki. That's a good one. I never thought of that because Odin and Loki have a blood bond. And a lot of times when Loki gets in trouble and someone wants to kill him or something, Odin will protect them. Like they're it's interesting because Lucifer and God, Lucifer is supposed to be God's right hand angel, right? Yeah, pretty similar stuff, bro. That's interesting. Christ is Balder reborn as foretold. Oh, okay, yeah. That Balder story is kind of funny, man. When Loki figures out how to kill him with the mistletoe. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Both mean Lightbringer. It's nuts. Okay. Well, how about this one, bro? How about Prometheus, right? Prometheus is the one who brought us fire in Greek mythology, right? And he's also the light bearer for that reason. See? And he's also the savior of man, Prometheus. He tricked Zeus into taking less offerings and giving more to man by putting the choice meat in one pile, a smaller pile, and then all the bones and the fat in another pile, and then showed Zeus which pile do you want, and he knew that Zeus would pick the bigger pile. Zeus realized later he was tricked, and that's why he punished Prometheus with the liver. Oh no, I'm sorry. Then he realized he was tricking. Zeus realized he was tricked. He took the fire back from us that Prometheus had gave us. Then Prometheus took the fire and gave it back to us again. And then Zeus put him on the freaking rock to get his liver taken out every day or whatever. And yeah, I see a lot of Prometheus and Lucifer and Loki similarities as well. Prometheus also created us out of water too. Very similar to God in the Bible. From clay, mud. I have a whole video. You guys have seen it. Life from clay. Interesting stuff, though. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Are they coming back? Are the old gods coming back? This is what I think happened. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. I thought I'd do a quick little update on that. Yeah, what's going on? Leave a comment. You guys find any more information? I'd really like to hear it. Bounce for now. Have a good day, guys. Take care, okay?